Hi there, these comments are for MT, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT, and you're doing the pronunciation pretest for vowel and consonant sounds, and you're doing this because you want to see if you're having any problems with your delivery with your TOEFL IBT speaking tasks. You see what I'm saying? So I have your recording right here, and you're going to read the words in these lessons, and you're also going to answer 3 specific questions. So here we go.
Father, dove, pat, put, boat, wrong, grow, honor, over. Father, dove, pat, put, map.
Now I think the O, you need to make that O longer. So boat, grow, over, though. So you need to work on the longer vowel sound there. The A's okay, pot, wrong, honor, father, but boat, that one.
Mop, tack, took, and on.
No, it's tack, talk.
Mac, mock.
Not mock, mock. Ah. So I think in this one you want to work on this sound. Pot, mop, talk, on, mock. That particular sound. So that's lesson 8. Okay, let's keep going. Remember that each lesson here, there's a 10 to 20 minute video that will target those specific sounds and give you practice exercises to help you improve, and you can do a voice recording and send it to me for additional feedback.
Bright, brown, royal, lie, loud, loyal, pie, pound, gate, get, late, lit, mate, mit, blade, blade.
So again, the A, gate, get.
Dane, den.
Dane, den. So I think in lesson 10, you want to focus on, where is it here? Gate, late, mate, blade, Dane, that particular sound. All right, let's keep going.
Meet, met, pit, pit, lip, lip, sit, sit, hit, hit.
Almost, you're almost there, but I think you need to work on your intelligibility here. E, it, meet, mit, peat, pit, leap, lip, seat, sit, heat, hit.
Look, look, took, tool, tough, cool, cool.
Okay, the ooh, Luke, tool, cool. So that ooh sound, I think you need to work on a little bit more.
Match, mash, cheap, sheep, feature, fisher.
No, it's fee, feature, fisher.
Shift, shaft, cheer, shear.
Okay, this is okay for the most part. I think you're pretty good on the CH and the SH consonant sounds.
Off, half, half, fine, vine.
No, it's vine. So you got to work on that V sound.
Van.
Again, van.
Water, waver.
So it's more when the V's at the beginning of the word, that's where you need to practice a little bit on that sound.
How, habit, who, rehash, behavior, hate, Bubman, beaten, important, brightening, hat trick, threatening.
Now on this one, this is called the glottal stop here, Marisol. So on this one, it's when you get Batman. Notice how when I'm saying these, I'm not really pronouncing that T. I'm saying Batman, bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, threatened. So I want you to get more familiar with the glottal stop sound in lesson number 15.
Major, measure, fragile, fraser, legend, lesion.
No, it's legend, lesion.
Gene, assure, large, Asia.
Okay, not too bad, but I think the measure, Fraser, lesion, Azure, Asia. That one you want to work on a little bit. not bad overall. Now I want you to remember something. We have two kinds of consonants in American English. We have the voiced and the voiceless consonants. A voiced consonant simply means that the vocal folds in your throat are vibrating when you produce a sound. A voiceless consonant means there's no vibration in the vocal folds when you produce a sound. So let me give you two examples. The Z and the S. So you have Z and then you have S. Those two sounds. Now, what I'm telling you is, here's a rule. When a voiced consonant is at the end of the word, for example, in keg, sag, lag, the vowel before is a little bit longer. When the K or voiceless consonants at the end of a word, then the vowel sound is shorter. So notice cake, keg, sink, sag. You have lake, lag. That's why I'm telling you that. All right, let's keep going.
Lean, rear, better, luggage, route, other, right, light, committed.
Okay.
Pace, base, flap, flap, cap, cap, lap, lap, pay, bay.
So if you remember the rule I just told you in lesson 17, the B is a voiceless consonant, the P is a voiceless consonant, so the length or the duration of the vowel before will be shorter or longer. So notice this. Lice, lies. Mace, no, wait a minute. You have flap, flab. Cap, cab. Lap, lab. You see what I'm saying? That's what you got to remember. If you say flap, flap, I can't tell what you're saying. I cannot tell which word it is. So you have to remember that those voiced consonants influence the length of the vowel which comes before those sounds. That's what you want to write in your notes for today. Right? Take good notes. Because I give you a lot of information. It's pretty complicated. But if you take notes, you'll begin to see patterns in your pronunciation, and eventually, it might seem impossible, but you will be able to change some of these problems. My job is to give you more information and more feedback about your speaking and pronunciation fluency so you can get better. Right? Okay, let's keep going.
Lice, lice, zip, zip, zoo, zoo, maze, maze, Lisa, Lisa.
Yeah, I think that's Z. Zip, zoo, maze, Eliza. You can work on that Z a little bit more too, so I'm going to write that down.
Multiple, Robert, example, pressure, principle, number, people, philosopher. Volcanism, written.
Good.
Maximum, question.
All right.
Summer, reason. Chasm, often. Tip, tip. Cart, card. Tide, tide. Train, drain. Fat, fad. Team, dream.
This is a hard one too, so again, you have fat, fad. Cart, card. Tight, tide.
Tie, thigh.
No, it's thigh, thy.
Breath, breathe. Teeth, teeth. Through, though. Worth, worthy.
Not too bad, but you had trouble in the beginning of that, so that's lesson number 24. So here's what we know right now. And take notes. Remember, you're always taking notes when I'm giving you information. You want to keep what I call a speaking journal, a grammar journal, a writing journal. If you get any feedback in any of those areas, you can jot down this information. Okay, here's what you want to focus on the most. I recommend that you go through all of my pronunciation lessons at least one time, right? But I want you to pay more attention to Lesson 7, Lesson 8, Lesson 10, 11, 12, Lesson 14, Lesson 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, and 23, and lesson number 24. So those are the lessons I think that you need to spend more time on. You can also send me pronunciation practice by email if you want. Here's my rule. Don't send more than 60 seconds of speaking or pronunciation practice every 24 hours, right? And I will give you feedback. Remember, if you send me 60 seconds of feedback, it could take me 7 minutes to evaluate those 60 seconds of feedback. At least my comments will be 7 minutes or maybe 8 minutes. Who knows? So, because I have to listen to it several times, I have to assess what you've done and then give you constructive feedback to help you get better. All right, so that's what we've done. Now we're going to move on to part B here in just a minute. Okay, MT, I'm going to listen to part B now. This also gives me some very important information about your speaking and pronunciation intelligibility, and fluency for that matter. Okay, hold on a quick second. I got my cuckoo clock in my office here. It's going off. And we'll get started in just a minute. Okay, here we go.
What is your educational background and your work history?
Okay, and that one word is not background, but it's background. So with those compound words like that, you need to pronounce that, both of the words. No, it's the first part of the word you want to stress more.
Well, I studied in Mexico and I studied my bachelor degree in business administration and I studied my master degree in international business.
Okay.
So I used to work in a construction company.
All right.
As assistant administration, and also I used to help a researcher of my university with his papers.
I want to say I used to help, I would say, a researcher with his university papers. So you want to put the word a there. A researcher, because researcher is a singular count noun, so it needs to have a noun marker in front of it.
Why is it important for you to improve your speaking and pronunciation?
Notice there, this is the glottal stop. Why is it important? You can say important, don't get me wrong, but if you say important, you're using the glottal stop, and that's a more common sound in American English.
Pronunciation abilities of American English. It is important because I want to ace my TOEFL IBT, and because I want to certify as a teacher, and also I want to.
Okay, you want to what now? Let me go back.
English. It is important because I want to ace my TOEFL IBT, and because I want to certify as a teacher. And
I want to, I wouldn't say satisfy as I would say I want to clear my credentials so I can become a teacher. That would probably be a better way to say that idea.
Also, I want to speak clearly and fluently.
Okay.
What do you hope to achieve in this course?
Good. Clearly and fluently. Those are two things that we will be working on together as one of my students. I will help you with your intelligibility, which is to help you speak clearly. I'll also help you with your fluency.
I hope to pass my speaking and listening section, and also to...
I would say I'd hope to pass my speaking and listening sections, or I hope to improve these subtotals, or the speaking and listening subtotals in the TOEFL exam, you might say.
Speak fluently and to have more development, a well-development topic. And
okay, let's go back. I think you had some language use issues there.
Speak fluently and to have more development, a well-development topic.
I would say a well-developed topic, not well-development topic. So you're using well, which is an adverb. So you have to have a verb or an adjective after that. So the adjective is well-developed topic.
And I think, and also to ace my TOEFL IBT.
All right, we got it. There we go. So now the question is, where are you with your intelligibility and speaking fluency of American English? So high beginner is 1.1 on my scale, and then 7 is near native speaker. This is my own personal kind of diagnostic I do with my students. I develop these rubrics on my own here. So I think overall you have some word choice, some language use issues, you have some pronunciation issues, but I can understand most of what you're saying. So that's the main thing. So that's why I'm going to put you in the 4 area, high intermediate level. I'm going to put you at 4.3 out of 7. That's where you are right now with your intelligibility. Right? So here's the key too. So you'll notice in the pronunciation, in the listening, in the writing, even in the speaking. I have a lot of listening activities for you to help you with your listening. I even have a listening section to my course. So one of the main things I want you to get used to help you with your listening is take notes. I want you to get more used to taking notes on the listening passage that you're listening to. Then you can use those notes either to answer listening comprehension questions. You can use those notes for the speaking and the writing components of the test. So improving your listening comprehension will help you in many different areas of the TOEFL exam, as you know. All right, so thank you for doing the pretest. I hope that you found that I've given you some feedback. You now know what lessons you need to focus on in order to improve your intelligibility. You also know some other things that you can do to improve your listening. All right, thank you. And happy holidays to you from Oak Hills, California, the United States of America.